Hey, Dave Knight here at Dave Knight Trading. Well, I'll tell you what is today? Today is Thursday, September 14th, 2023. In the trading world right now on YouTube, you got a contest going on between Nutty Bar and Patrick Wyland. I thought that's kind of interesting right now. I don't know. Well, I've followed Nutty Bar a little bit. I mean, I don't take his trades, don't get me wrong. I do my own thing, as you guys know, using Apex Sniper. By the way, number 86 passes. So PA12 will be coming. So I think it was EA 78 that turned into PA 11. No, excuse me, it was PA. Which PA did I just fail? I failed PA 12, excuse me. EA 78 turned into PA 12. Then I failed PA 12 on Monday, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And then I promptly lost 6 more EAs after being pissed off at failing PA 12. I just went, to be honest, I just hit 10 contracts every freaking time on after I was so pissed at myself. And then I decided that you know, I spending $140 obviously isn't killing me, but it's not fun either. And then spending that day, I spent $473 to get myself back. So actually, the 473 is still included in this right here, to number 87. So that whole amount, because I actually bought 9 EAs that day, failed 6 of them. And then you notice I failed one more yesterday, which was EA 85, because I was, I don't know, I just, I'm aggressive. I'm aggressive on day one in the EA. I just haven't, now I've got to not be aggressive in the PA. So today I was aggressive. You can see that I had, I think I only had 2 trades today. Let's see what I got going on here. See if I can pull up what I did. Positions. Am I in the strategies, executions? There's my executions right there. If it shows me I had one pre-open. See if we go back. Yeah. Okay, so looking at my executions, I bought to start with, sold it back, I was up $40. Then I forget what I did. I think I sold and then it got stopped out. And then what did I do after that? Sell, buy back. It was a loser. There's my loser. I had a break-even trade, a loser. And then this one here, this was where my win started coming in. I sold at 631, and it went to 605 on one, 605 on the other, and then I got 608 to 15.6. So looks like I took advantage of going to 15.6 on the sell. So I had my winners were right here. Selling 631, out at 605 on both. Do a little bit of retracement, getting back in off the retracement, and selling at 15.6. And those 2 trades got me to 53,390. So I can go into ATM 3 now. Today was day 2.
Potential TX on ES.
Potential
double
TX
TX on ES.
Potential double
Potential
TX
TBS on ES.
Potential TBS on ES.
Anyway, so this will be PA number 13 for me. Oh, anyway, I don't know who's the better
TBS
trader. I
on
really don't
ES.
care.
TBS on
I
ES.
don't follow Patrick Weiland's trades. I watched him. He's got better over the years, to be honest. Um, he's definitely a big supporter of my former company I used to work with and for, TopStep. I got banned from them because I called them out on their bullshit, changing the rules midstream bullshit. Um, I'm not a fan of TopStep. I mean, I like Michael Patek, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a fan of their model. It's the hamster wheel. It takes too long to get to the funded account. Apex, I mean, it's a lot easier to get, no matter how you trade. Um, it's easier to get to Apex. Not my
Potential
biggest
TX on
hang up
ES.
that I got
Potential
was
effects on ES.
I used to use CTS and that had a volume indicator that would show spikes. And I hadn't really found anything that mimicked that until recently with just notice on Apex Sniper. By the way, what is it? We're 15 minutes in and I've already made, just day trading 2 contracts, made $1,000. That just shows you the power of the NASDAQ. And I used to trade crude oil for many years. I'd never made that kind of money well, I would take that back. I used to make that kind of money in crude oil when it first, when the volatility was a lot higher. NASDAQ is definitely a lot easier to make money. Obviously, it's that double-edged sword as well. You can lose money quite quickly as well. All right, um, so here's what I saw coming in to my trading session. So you know where my thought process was. And I should have stayed with the long here to open up my trades. I actually had a long on pre-market and I should have just stuck with it. I got knocked out right here. You can see this is where I got knocked out. It retraced back into my entry point and it took me out. I should have just stayed with it and trusted that I had the right trade on based on the volume that was in pre-market. Anyway, I shorted here and got burnt, so you can see here's my loser. Perfect signal to reverse right here. You can actually see my reversal right there. I take this. Here's my 631 trade. Buying in at 631, going to 605. And that was based on this volume right there. And I found that, the first couple of minutes of trading, I can make a ton of money and be done on the day. Trading one contract, if I just trade one off of these two trades, instead of 1120, I guess it would be half of that, like $500-600, right? So, let's see where I got out on that one. 605 was my exit. Here it is right there. So I moved my stop closer to this blue line right
Potential
here.
TX on ES.
Potential
Potential
effects
double
on ES.
TX on ES.
Here's my
double effects on
here's my
ES.
entry point. Here's my exit. Here's this right here. It looked like a failure. This percent's higher. So I was looking at this as a continued push down. I was looking for a place to sell again. I sell right here at the double bottom. So the way I looked at it was we're going to push. We went lower, coming up, and then pushing down. And I was after the 15.6. There's my exit.
Potential
And it
elevator
goes
on
down a little
ES.
bit more and then it
Potential elevator on
recovers.
ES.
So this one goes to profit target pretty much, or close to it. It did go to profit target right here, but I moved my stop behind it. I knew what I needed to get out of the trade. I was at 53,000 and change on this move to 601 or 605, and I knew I needed enough to be able to take advantage of the 53. I needed a little bit more gain, and so this trade was on here, and then I got $300 extra on that move right there on trading 2. I think actually I got 400 and something bucks on the second one, so I got that trade right there as we broke through. What I was looking at was our 5 minutes. This is very conducive to the way I like to trade. Coming into the morning,
Potential TX on ES.
Potential
Potential
TX
double
on ES.
TX on ES.
Potential double TX on ES.
basically I have 1, 2, 3 times coming up, expecting a retracement coming back down, and next time if it does go back up, it probably breaks through. Be 4th time through. On the downside, I was looking at the 15,600 level, coinciding with this level right in here. So I figured we could get back to that, which we did. So that was my plan of attack coming into the morning. And I am, to be honest, I'm a much better short side trader than a long side trader. This is conducive to my style of trading coming into the morning, where we've got ranges established. Now this wasn't here at the time, right? So here's your break you're looking at. You see the opening coming through. This is your opening bar going up, trying and then failing. This is where it closes right here. Oh, excuse me, it opens here and it closes here. Goes up again and then comes back down. This is all in. I was done. I was done before it ever. Actually, on this bar right here is where I was done. I might even been done on this bar, to be honest. I don't know. I think it was 936 last trade, maybe. Let's look. This bar closes. I believe that one closes at 935. And I think I have a trade a little bit between 936 to 940. Let's double check that while we're here. Where is my, bring this over, see what my last trades were. Executions, right? Nine. Wow, was that done before? Are you telling me that I traded all that? It seemed like it was a lot longer than that. 927, 928 out, 929, 930 out. So all that was my loser pre-market. And I had 2 winners, 931 roughly coming in. So I was done before the 935 mark even printed. So I was done on the first, gee whiz, I didn't even notice that was that short of time of trading. So say 928 to 932, that's what, 4 minutes? I didn't know that. It seemed a lot, when you're trading, it seems a lot longer when you're trading. It doesn't, it seems like the time kind of slows down, I guess, in a sense, even though it's quick. I thought I was in for a lot longer, but it was only 4 minutes. So I was on this bar 925 to 930 bar, and I was on this bar, the 931 to 935 bar. And I was done before any of this happened. But I did have a plan of attack coming in. I knew I wanted to see it retrace back, and I knew it had already been up here. So I was looking, this is conducive to the way I like to trade it, right? I knew it was coming up. I wanted to see it retrace back into this area. And then, well, all this stuff is cool, but I didn't need it. I'd already made my profit target prior. So right here on this bar, I'd made my money. Wish they were all that easy. But you can see, I talked about the 3 times hitting it. So I was expecting a retracement coming back down, and then if it was going to hold, it would have been in this area and going back to the long side. 4th time through, but obviously that didn't work out right now. It's coming down. So we had a break. I mean, this is after the fact now. I'd have to look and see if we have anything else to trade, but you have your break through there, making new lows. Going down to the 15, maybe it's going to 15,500 now. That'd be 51 points away right there. Maybe that's where it wants to go test now. It tested 15,600 and didn't like it and came off of it. It rejected up here the high before it got to 15,650, it looks like. Anyway, I noticed that I can make a lot of money very quickly trading 2 contracts at the open. But the other side of that is yesterday, to be honest, my loser yesterday was because I was adding to a losing position. And then I got my ass kicked because I'm stupid. Today, you can notice I didn't add to losing position. I just traded 2 contracts, 2 contracts, 2 contracts, 2 contracts. I took the hit. I went, I followed my plan. So here's, if I would have been perfect, if and buts were candy, and that's what I'll have.
Potential
Merry
TX
Christmas.
on
You
ES.
have
Potential
a
TX
nice
on ES.
ODD set up here, and then you see the push up. So that could have been a profitable long setup for me if I was smarter. I see this, I go short, and I could have been done in 2 trades today if I was a smarter trader. But I caught the 2 shorts today to make up for my mistake. And I was done right here at the 6:30 before, excuse me, I was done right here before 9:32 a.m. this morning. So my whole setup
Trapped
took
orders
less
with
than 4
exhaustion
minutes.
box
So
on
that's
ES.
With exhaustion
call it
box
5
on
minutes. I was done trading within 5 minutes of trading. I caught, here's my entry point. I actually opened up the entry. If I want to say maybe I put it in about 928, right in this area. After this printed here, I had an open order to fill above this level. It did fill. So when I came into this morning, let's go right edge. Let me move this over because I got my little body down here. Hopefully you can see this. So here was right edge. This is when I put it in. So when you see this, I'll move it over now. When you see this right here is when I put my open order in to go long at the open. And then I see this, and I go, all right, open range. It's going to come down hard for a while, at least come back down to this area. So that's what I was hunting for. We come back through here, see my exit point based upon where we were prior. Then my re-entry point This one is lower than this one here. Looking for a continuation to the short side. Catch it going down. Done. So if I was perfect, I would have had 2 trades. I would have caught this long and then this short, and I'd have been done. And this one wouldn't have been necessary here. Now that's just for fun's sake. Let's look and see what we see now. If there's anything to take. Here's an interesting setup right here. Right in this area. This would be me, purple line up here, not being able to hold. This would have been me looking at shorting again right in this area. Looks like it's a break even. And it comes down again. Alright. Not really supporting here. Trying to support.
Potential TX on ES.
Potential TX on ES.
Possible long setup depending upon where we are. Out. Here's an ODD setup up here. Nice winner. No. This is where I would let go of the shorts, I mean the longs at this point. It broke through that.
Trapped
Officially had
orders with
this
exhaustion
last one
box
here
on ES.
Orders with exhaustion box on ES.
would have been the retracement side of that, right? Wherever I showed trying to attempt the long. We failed up here, so now I'm looking shorts. So I'm looking for a continuation to the short side. Here's a possible up here. This is better. Out. Today was no, none of this is good. Here's another possible up here. Looking at, like I said, I'm looking for short entries. Looks like this one will knock you out at break even. Here's an interesting setup right there. Continuation. Alright, you're out on that one. Still not looking at any longs. I hope I'm done by now. Here's a great setup up here to go short. Out. Here's coming a setup in here. Out. That breaks. I'm not taking any longs here. Nothing here is like, there's no blow off volume longs here. Every one of these entries would have been short from this point. Here's trying to base here. There's your failure. None of these are blow off volumes to even attempt a long right now. None of them. If I could trade, this one's kind of interesting up here. What's that? 407. Here's another short side entry. Look at that. Bam. So this would have been, God, this would have been a huge winning day for me. Just to continue short side trades. This is where I would put 5,000 to 10,000 in the sim account. If I could just, here we go. Here's an ODD, finally. Starting to show some life here to the short side. I mean to the long side. Here we go. Here we are right now. Here's your first time you saw some high volume. First time you saw some high volume on the long side. People are done with it, for at least for now. So you see some buying support into here. Beautiful setup coming off the bottoms. I wish they were all this easy, but that's basically it right now. That would have been the only time that I would have ever looked at a long setup at all today after what we saw, the bloodbath or short side. And of course, you'd have been covered by now anyway, so you're out. Well, 25 minutes of bullshitting with you today. Dave Knight here, out. I'll make this one of those live videos that I'll be sitting there with you. All right, today was day 2 for me in EA 86. Once again, you pull my stuff over. EA 85 fails. EA 86 succeeds. I will be trading in the PA. I got to respect the PA. I'm going to do my best to trade one contract, no more than 2 in PA 13. So today was day 2. 15, 3, 4, 5. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Takes me to the 21st.
Potential
Day
TX
7.
on ES.
Potential
Potential
TX
double
on ES.
TX
And
on
then
ES.
looks like
Potential double TX on ES.
September 22nd is when I'll qualify. Well, 21st I'll qualify for PA 13. And the 22nd I'll be officially trading PA 13. Dave Knight out here at Dave Knight Trading. If I can just stay on top of my freaking game and wait for my setups, I can make so much more money when the market wants to go short. Not so great when it wants to go up. Kicks my ass. I'm good when it comes down to range bound trading and going to the dark side. Once again, today was Thursday, September 14th, 2023. See ya on my next video. Be moving to PA 13 into next week. Bye for now. Where's my stop button? There it is.